Hello, everybody. My name is Ashley Beeman, and I am a Diamond Beachbody coach. Today, I wanted to share with you my coaching story along with why I am a coach. So, when I was introduced to Beachbody, I had just had a baby about 10 months prior to that, and I was going through a really stressful time in my life. And yes, that is my son's picture. He made sure that I hang it up in my workspace. So anyways, I was going through a very stressful time in my life, and my husband and I had just made the decision to file bankruptcy. We had both been in family businesses that were going under, and we had gone, weeks, months without getting paid, and we just needed to do something. We also had made a bunch of bad decisions prior to getting married that had kind of combined, and we had to just make the decision to file. So we had done that, and at the time I had pretty much lost all of my baby weight on my own, but I was really struggling to lose that last 10 pounds and looking for some accountability and motivation just to keep me going. I didn't want to go back to that way I felt after I had my son, even though you're supposed to be so happy, you gained all this weight and you just don't know what to do with yourself. So I was scrolling on Facebook and I found one of my friends was posting about her challenge group, and I asked her about that, and she started telling me, the requirements and everything, and it got me to thinking. I asked her, I said, do you do all of your business online? And she's like, yeah, pretty much 98% of my stuff is done on Facebook or social media, pretty much Facebook at the time. And my wheels started spinning. And honestly, it wasn't so much because we just filed bankruptcy. It was because if I was a Beachbody coach, then I would have to keep myself accountable to keep other people accountable. If I was going to be sharing what I was doing, then I definitely would have to stay motivated. And honestly, that was the main reason that I signed up as a coach. The other reason I signed up as a coach is because since getting out of high school, I could never really decide which way I wanted to go in life. I went to college. That didn't work out for me. It just wasn't my thing. I worked for a family business for a very long time. I had tried to be a personal trainer in a gym. I just did all these things, and nothing really was working out for me, and I couldn't find something that I was like super passionate about. I really did like personal training. I just didn't like the sales part of it or the amount of time I had to put into it to get paid back. It just felt like there was a cap there and that I wasn't going to go anywhere. So, when she told me about this, I said, this is something that I can do for me. I've always helped other people's businesses. I had worked for my family. I worked for my husband's company, and I just needed something for me. I just kind of felt lost inside and I needed to step out. So I jumped in with the challenge pack. I got my Shakeology. I did Insanity. I ended up losing those 10 pounds, and I attribute that to the challenge group that I was in because I had never experienced something like that. Being a part of a group of women that just push each other daily and are there for you and are keeping you going every day, it seriously was like the key ingredient for me losing those last 5 pounds. And so I just started sharing my journey. I just started sharing what I was doing, and people started asking me. And over the next 3 years, I grew my business just by sharing what I was doing daily. It just was crazy to me that all I was doing was sharing my life, sharing what workouts I was doing, sharing, what recipes I was doing, and just helping people do the same thing. I didn't have to be professional. I didn't have to have a fitness degree. I didn't have to have a nutrition degree. I was just pushing people and helping people get to their goals. It was amazing. So fast forward to November of 2014, 3 years after we had filed bankruptcy, we decided that it was time to look at our finances and buy the house that we had been running for the past 5 years. And when we sat down to do that, I looked at the mortgage payment, and then I looked at my Beachbody income, and I told my husband, I said, well, I can pay our mortgage with my Beachbody income. And so then it was the no-brainer. We bought the house. That's how we pay our mortgage, is with my Beachbody income. And it was just mind-blowing to look at that and think, a couple years ago, I didn't even know if we were going to be able to pay our rent. Now we can pay our mortgage and we still get to do all of these extra things. When we filed bankruptcy, I was so worried that I wouldn't be able to raise my family the way I wanted to. I wouldn't be able to take them on the trips that I wanted to, or go camping like we used to when I was a kid, or go to the lake and things like that. But now we're able to do that. And I'm so excited because last month in February, I not only was able to pay my mortgage with my Beachbody income, but it only took 1 week's worth of pay to do that. And it's just mind blowing to me because I am able to provide things for my family that I don't think we could have without Beachbody. Next month, I'm be taking my husband on a trip to Cancun that I earned for free last year just for doing my job, just for sharing my story and helping other people along their journeys. It's seriously, every day is mind blowing to me, and I am just so passionate about it. Not only has this business helped me financially, but it has helped me in so many different ways. My whole life, I have been one of those people that have anxiety. I have anxiety about everything, about what's coming next. I was always the person in high school who was kind of the outsider that felt like I could never fit into that, that clique group or with anybody. I just always felt like I never had the right clothes. I never looked good. Could never say the right thing. And it really was I really had low self-confidence, and this anxiety I would get would be horrible. Like I would just lock myself in my room. I remember in college, and I just couldn't leave. I couldn't breathe. It is horrible. And I have learned to, kind of monitor that and keep it down. But once I became part of this Beachbody family, I was able to get a hold of that, because when we get put in our team groups, everybody is there pushing you. They're pushing you to be a better person. They're pushing you to do personal development daily and grow. And honestly, I no longer have that anxiety. Of course, I attribute some of that to Shakeology because it is an amazing product. But the fact that I have grown so much in the past 3 years, and I don't have that feeling of being tied down to this anxiety and this horrible thing that I just can't even explain that's inside of you, I feel free. And to be honest, that means more to me than the income will ever mean to me, because I never want anybody to feel that way. And if I can share my story and help one person free themselves from that feeling, then that's what I'm going to do. And I can promise you that this job is so rewarding, and it brings you so much joy. I really hope that you take a chance, a second to look at this opportunity and really think about what it can do for your life, because I truly believe in it, and I truly believe that there is a life out there that you can live that is so much more than being tied down to something, whether it be a job or anxiety or being overweight. Beachbody can help you overcome all of those things. So if you are interested in joining my team, please contact me and I will get you set up and get you all your options. If another coach has brought you to this video, please contact them and get the information from them. Thank you for listening to my story, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.